But you are planting the seed of your self-destruction. Unless wealth is shared, you cannot sustain a society. Concentration of wealth equals concentration of power. And you start concentrating power and deprive the power for the people on the ground, that society will collapse sooner or later. That's it. This is one reason why the civilization cannot sustain. On top of it, we are destroying the planet through environmental side. We created the world where consumption is the king. You buy, consume, consume, consume. And in the process, create waste and waste and waste. If not anything else, the whole waste that we generate every day will put us into grave of waste. I said we have to redesign our lifestyle. Lifestyle is not about continuous process of creating waste. Life is about preservation. Life is about protection. So I continued on that. Then finally I came out with one idea, put it in a kind of capsule format. Said we have to create a civilization of 3 zeros. 3 zeros. 0 net carbon emission, 0 wealth concentration, 0 unemployment. And unemployment not because everybody has a job. The way I interpret unemployment, I said, human beings are not born to work for anybody else. The economic system that we are taught, is again put onto a wrong footing. We are asking everybody to find a job. Our education system is built around finding, so that you can get a job as soon as you finish your school. You get a certificate, you get a job. I said, human beings are very different from job seeker. First of all, human beings are not slaves. Slavery is not part of our destination. Job turns you into a slave. You take orders from other people. You are born as an entrepreneur. So I bring the entrepreneurship at the center. Every child has to grow up as an entrepreneur. Our schooling, our education system change itself. You teach young people to become an entrepreneur, not to become a job seeker. So that is another clash between what we are promoting and what we are practicing in the outside world. I said, the young generation today is forget about the previous generation. Today's generation is so different. I keep mentioning to the young generation that you are the most powerful generation in the human history. And you are taking this most powerful generation and put them into work for somebody else. Take orders from somebody else. They're filled with ideas. If you free them. Now you're forcing them to get a job because otherwise they're going to survive. Because you have not provided those things. So that's where we say we have to be entrepreneurs. So 3 zeros. 0 net carbon emission, 0 wealth concentration, 0 unemployment. And then we started encouraging young people between 12-year-old to 35-year-old to create what we call 3-0 clubs. 5 young people get together, create a 3-0 club. What do? Each one of you transform yourself as 3-0 person. I do not contribute as a person. I do not contribute into carbon emission. I do not do anything which contributes to carbon emission. It's my lifestyle issue. I create a life where I don't do that. I do not create any waste. This is part of my commitment as a member of the Pratidin Club. I do not practice anything which will lead to wealth concentration. 0 wealth concentration. I'll become an entrepreneur. I do not contribute to job seeking, working for somebody else. So these are the 3-0, I become a 3-0 person. So this is the direction I want to go. So these are the ideas that one led to another. This is not something happened isolated way. Each one linked to one. I mentioned to go back, concentrate to one village. I said, whatever you try to do, don't try to do overnight, change the world. You cannot do that. If you want to change the world, you start with your village. You start with your neighborhood. If you are successful with your neighborhood, then you have a chance to go to the next step and the next step. Life is about developing a prototype. If you build a prototype, the rest is easy. Replicate. Because you have basic structure here fixed up. That's how microcredit works. You build up the first unit. If the first unit works, you can make thousands and thousands of units doing the same thing. So don't start with a big thing. That's the wrong idea. Always start with the smallest thing possible. Figure out what the smallest thing is all about. And you do that. If you're successful with your smallest unit, you can conquer the world. The rest is easy, just by repetition. So this is where we are right now, and trying to see we can address the people's attention to change their views, because the whole problem is created by the way we structured the civilization for ourselves. Unless we redesign it, we are stuck and we are finished. So that's the world we see. We have the alternative. It's not that it's a kind of terrible thing. It's not a terrible thing. Simply become aware. It can be done in a different way, in a better way, in a sustainable way. That's the direction we want to go. And that's where young people get excited, because they have lots of creative ideas. Somehow we put a tab on it, put them under wrap, open it up, and young people dare to be themselves and get into a mission that we have to create a world so that the whole human community survives. Otherwise, we're in grave danger. So I'll stop here, and I guess I'm supposed to take some questions. I'll be very happy to do that. Thank you very much.